Hello, Good Life Travelers. Welcome to another episode of Travel Talk Tuesday. Today you're stuck with travel specialist Chrissy.
Hello.
And travel specialist Michael. Good to be with you all. We're back to our old time here in the morning, so our stomachs are growling again.
My allergies are terrible, so no makeup on and my eyes are itching.
You know, she walked in the office today, and I almost said, you know we have travel talk, right? Because she had like a t-shirt on.
I know. Well, my t-shirt says everyone loves the sunshine.
But remember last time we realized that you don't actually read, you can't read the shirt because everything's flipped on the camera. So
well, it says everybody loves sunshine, which kind of goes with our show today. But yeah.
Actually, that's a good idea.
I know, right?
Occasionally you think of some good ideas occasionally. So,
a little itchy today.
She's a mess. So we're going to... Not only will she be staring out the window like usual,
I know, like I usually do,
but she'll also be itching her eyes.
Like ADHD.
She's gonna be a hot mess today. So you may be wondering, we are missing one of our team members, our fearless leader, Tamara, and she is in Europe. And you know, you could tell the best way to vacation by how travel agents vacation, and she's vacationing on a cruise ship.
I'll be.
Which means cruising is the best way to travel. So she is on a Riverside Luxury River cruise ship, a new cruise line, and beautiful ships that they're just launching. And she's going through France right now, I believe, with a friend. And it sounded like a great trip. What was today? She said something about an onion fest.
Yes, she's a big lover of festivals, and she sent us a picture. I've never seen so many friggin' onions. So.
Now, I do like fried onions, like onion rings, and French onion soup.
Yes, onion petals.
Onion petal, bloomin' onion?
Yeah.
But I don't like onions on stuff, per se.
Like a raw onion?
No, I don't like, no.
Oh, I like raw onion on a burger.
But I like pico de gallo.
Yeah, that's raw onion.
I know, but that's covered by the jalapenos and tomatoes and cilantro and all that good stuff. I see Tamara has just joined. Bonjour. Tamara, we were just talking about your onion festival and how we prefer our onions.
Yeah.
Fried.
I'll eat them anyway, but you only like them fried like most of your food.
I like my food to be the same color.
Right.
Beige.
Right. Beige and crispy.
Beige. So Tamara did say that the Onion Fest was awesome. So again, Tamara is there in Europe, and this new river cruise line, luxury river cruise line, Riverside, it has some amazing itineraries as they launch the ships. So if you want to learn more about that luxury option of riverboat cruising or any kind of riverboat cruising, why don't you reach out to me, your cruise travel specialist, and we'll take good care of you. Don't give me that look.
Cruise travel specialist.
So before we dig into our topic today, which is all about beaches, I should have come up with a creative name, you know? I like big beaches or something like that, or, you know, something fun.
Yeah.
Something fun. We could have come up with a good name, but maybe it'll hit us during the show. But before...
Beach, please.
Beach.
Beach, please.
So before we get into beaches... I thought we would talk about, you know, all the schools are either back in session or going back into session this week, it seems like, around here. Now, some kids are back after Labor Day, right?
Yeah, some schools get to start that Tuesday after Labor Day, but not around here.
I do think it's kind of important because now that parents have caught their breaths, now that the kids are back in school, it's time to start planning the next vacations, right? So if we're looking at a school calendar... Is there usually a fall break that's usually like a long weekend or a good getaway for families? Or
there's usually a break, I think, in October. I think it's for colleges, too. It'll be like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
And then after that's
Thanksgiving. Which that's always a great opportunity. Now, some schools have longer breaks then, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Some will do all week.
And then Christmas is a little weird this year, the way it falls.
Yes.
So some schools are getting longer, some are getting shorter. Yeah, some are still getting like a week and a half. They're not getting a full break. So that'd be a good opportunity for travel planning, right?
Yes, because I think because the holidays are pretty expensive to travel that week after. So when the holidays are done, there might be
first week of January.
There might be some good deals.
And then what about the President's Day? That's always a big one.
Yep.
In February.
Yep.
And then spring break.
Yep.
And then
school's out.
So parents or anyone that really wants to plan vacation, but this is mostly for parents. If you're thinking about those breaks, you got a couple different options. Some of those weekends, you know, we can get you a weekend getaway.
Oh my gosh, we're good at that.
Chicago, Pittsburgh, Columbus. Any other weekend getaways you think are fun for a family?
what about Disney or Epcot?
You know, I don't think people think about it because you think about a week-long Disney, Epcot, Universal kind of trip, the full shebang, but you could do a cheap air down and spend 1 or 2 nights and up, and it's not a bad way to experience it. That's a good idea.
Not at all.
Occasionally you have those. That's good.
Yeah, I do.
For a quick getaway.
I do, yeah.
There's also short cruises that are there's 3-4 night ones, especially the new Royal Caribbean ship. Utopia of the Seas is just doing those short ones out of Port Canaveral, and they'll just hop on over to Perfect Day at Coco Cay. So that's a fun option. Other weekend getaways that you think are good for families?
I don't know, like you said, the cities that are within driving distance or a short flight. I don't know about families, but Nashville, that's good, nice, quick flight.
Can you take kids down there? Isn't it like bars and?
I don't know. I was thinking older kids. College kids, not little kids. Well, I mean, you could, but I think you're going to miss out on the whole
All right,
thing.
those of you that are watching, can you take little kids to Nashville? Is that a place, or is it just adults, like Chrissy and her adult children that should go there?
Yeah, I think it's probably more adults. But I bet you there's stuff to do around Nashville.
Okay.
You know, I've never been to Nashville. My kids have.
We booked Nashville.
We booked Nashville. I need to get there because I hear I would love it.
My sister just went there for a dance competition with her daughter, and they said it was a blast.
I know.
Nashville's the place to be.
I need to go.
Okay, and then those longer breaks, the spring break, Christmas break, full slate of options. Whether you want to do a house rental, which Chrissy's the queen at.
Yes.
Whether you want to do all-inclusive, the queen. Disney or Universal, the queen. Whether you want to do the best way to travel, cruises, plenty of options there.
And don't forget, Universal, Hollywood Horror Nights.
Oh, that's
so
a
you
good
could throw that into an October getaway, or Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So you could maybe.
I don't like Halloween. I don't like being scared.
Well, the Mickey one isn't scary.
And I'd probably have to go to that one. Like that Universal one, you see promos, you read stories.
Yeah, I have no
legit.
desire. But there are people who love that kind of stuff. Not me, but.
Now, our rep from there, from Universal, our good friend Lisa Mullins, who we're very close with our team, and she says that there's an option for people who are wussies like me, that you can go during the day and like they'll walk you through the scene so you can see that it's not so scary.
That would be me.
And then you go back at night and get scared to death.
Yeah, no. I have no desire. I had a traumatic experience as a high school student in a haunted house.
Do we need a counseling session here? Yeah,
no, it was bad because back in those days they could grab you. So like I remember it was a hay maze and you had to crawl, and so you had hay on top of you and on all sides, and they were reaching through the hay, and I had an asthma attack and peed my pants. Oh, it was terrible.
This might have been TMI.
But never again. It's horrible. I will never. So
I'm afraid of like roaches and haze. Like I thought like sitting hay and straw and stuff like that.
Well, there could be bugs or
snakes and stuff.
Yeah, well, I didn't think that far deep into it, but yeah, they pull your leg back. Yeah, no.
I don't like the direction this conversation is going. So
let's get back to beach
focus on our beaches, okay? So Tamara had this idea a while back that we should do a whole episode on the top beaches, the best beaches to visit, and I kind of thought that's a good idea. So while she's away, we're gonna have fun talking about beaches. Chrissy wanted us to wear swimsuits today, thinking that would kind of get everyone in the mood for beach talk.
Oh, no.
But I said
maybe
no.
whale watching, but not beaches.
Beach whale. That would be ugly.
No.
But we are fully clothed, thanks be to God. But we're talking about beaches. So, all right, I thought we'd go back and forth, okay? And kind of say one of your top beaches that either that you love yourself or that you love sending people to. Okay, so why don't you go first? Name one, and where and why and all that good stuff.
Okay, well, I'm going to go back to my favorite place, Aruba. Now, Aruba has several beaches. So I have several here. But I'll pick
It has to break the rules since Tamara's not here.
I know, right? I will pick, and all the beaches in Aruba are public. So that's an interesting little tidbit. So when you're outside of your resort, they're public beaches, except Flamingo Beach. So I think we talked about Flamingo Beach.
You and your friend Pinky.
Yes. So Flamingo Beach is the private beach that is part of the Renaissance Wind Creek Resort. If you are staying staying there as a guest, there's complimentary water taxis that literally there's 2 buildings. There's a marina building and an ocean building at this resort. The boat will actually pull into the hotel lobby right by the Starbucks, and you hop on, and then it zips you out to the island. And then if you're staying at the Ocean Suites, it will pick you right up at a dock. It's a beautiful little 8-minute trip over to Flamingo Island where you hop off. One side is flamingos, one side is iguanas.
Those are the lizards?
Yeah, but they're so cute. And so I think people probably have seen pictures that
There's
I
pictures
had
of you
posted.
from Paradise Lost or whatever.
Yeah, so Paradise Found.
Okay, sorry.
So hanging out with the flamingos, and they're so cute. They're so comfortable around people. But
Do you pet them?
I touched one, but then I saw another lady really trying to aggressively pet one, and it hissed at her. So I mean, I think you have to respect them. It's their little, she was trying to pet one that was sleeping. I mean, you ain't gonna pet me when I'm sleeping either. So
Brett said he tried once and almost lost a finger.
right? So and over at this island, if you're not staying at the Renaissance, I think it's $150, and then it could be an excursion.
Per person?
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Yeah. It's open from 7 to 7. They have restaurant, full bar. They have cabanas you can rent. Water's very calm because it's just kind of like a lagoon within the island. So that would probably, after my experience there, that would be a great island. There are chairs, you can chill, relax, and then when you're done, head back to the resort.
Flamingos don't bother you? Like they don't come up after you and try to attack you or anything?
No.
Now, I believe you sent my aunt there, and she loved the Flamingo Island.
Yes, she did. I mean, what's not to love? You're in paradise. The water is some of the most turquoise, clear water I've ever seen. And it's just such a neat little vibe. So if you're staying there, you can go there every day, included in your stay at the Renaissance. And if not, you can do it as an excursion if you're staying at a different property.
So if that beach sounds good to you, you want to contact Chrissy. Okay. Oh, you're a mess. Okay, so
allergies.
You think cruise ship, you don't always think of beaches. You think, oh, it's got to be one of the ports. But all the cruise lines now have private islands or private clubs on islands. So these offer some amazing beaches because just like the cruise ships are well manicured and taken care of, so too are these private islands. So the one I want to start with is called A Perfect Day at Coco Cay. I've made reference before here, and I will tell you that this island consistently wins every award for private islands for cruise ships. So this is Royal Caribbean's. Okay. So they visit there. A large majority of their itineraries in the Caribbean stops at Perfect Day Coco Cay, except some of the far west and extreme south ones. But a lot of them make that stop. They just spent over $200 million upgrading this private island. So it's got a lot of different beaches, depending on your vibe. There's the family one, a regular one, an upgraded expensive one that you pay to get in. There's the new adult one. There's all these different beaches. Okay. There is a massive pool, like one of the biggest in the Caribbean, that has a swim up, but has all the kind of swimming stuff, everything imaginable. Okay. There's a water park on this island that has like the tallest water slide in North America on this private island. They've got a spa area, they've got restaurants that are included, bars are included, also a couple specialty restaurants you can pay for. They've got free splash zones for the kids. They've got zip lining that's a pay. They have a couple things that you pay extra for, like zip line in the water park. They have a big a balloon that takes you up and you kind of get an aerial view of the island. Everyone says that this island is their favorite stop of the whole cruise. So,
is it an overnight?
No.
Okay, so
it's just a day there. Yeah. Everyone says it's better than going to Cozumel or Nassau, whatever it is. This is their favorite stop. Wow. A perfect day. Okay, it is a perfect day. Now, people ask, what's included, what's not? Again, there's food there that's included. Wi-Fi is included if you have the package. Drinks are included if you have the package. So it's an extension of the ship, but there's also, just like there's extra things you can pay for on the ship, there's some extra things on the islands you can pay for. But again, you can get off the ship, use your drink package, Wi-Fi, eat a wonderful meal, have a great time depending on if you want to play volleyball, snorkel, whatever you want to do. Beautiful beach. It wins all the awards. I don't know if I mentioned Celebrity starting to stop there as well. That's their sister company. So
I think we might have a question on our thing.
Can you? I can't read that.
Are there options to make payments for the vacations you offer?
That is a great question. So
absolutely.
Options, it's going to depend on when you're going. What kind of trip you're doing. So if you want a last minute all-inclusive or cruise, you're probably going to be within, depending on the window, final payment.
Right.
You're looking at 2024, then a lot of our trips, you're going to put a low down payment or deposit, and then you're going to have months to kind of chip away at it. And so what I think most people do, and in my case, I think your case too, is we keep the credit card on a secure portal, and then whenever you want to make a payment, you call, text, email, and say, hey, put 100 on, 250 on, and you just chip away at that till the final payment date. A lot of it depends on when you're leaving, what kind of trip you're taking. But
it's nice too, because a lot of the packages I sell include airfare, transfers, and the all-inclusive package. So when that's booked total, like usually if you go to buy airfare, you're going to pay for that airfare right now. If it's part of this package, you put down your deposit, and then it doesn't have to be paid until 45 days before you leave. So I have people all the time just send me a quick text or a note, hey, throw $100 on my trip. Put a couple hundred on this trip. And like Michael said, we just chip away at it, and then that makes it a lot less. At the time you're deciding on your trip, you don't have to have that big chunk of money up front.
Yeah, I mean, if you're poor like us, it's a lot easier to make payments after a low deposit. So again, reach out, connect with us, and see what kind of trip. We'll see what kind of trip you're interested in, and then we'll see when the deposit and final payment dates and how we can work on that. So we're always here to answer any kind of questions. Yeah, but a lot of options for that payments. Great question. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We talked about Aruba. We talked about Perfect Day at Coco Cay. You're up. Your next favorite beach.
This is one that I'm going to have to piggyback off cruises.
Don't steal my thunder. I know what you're gonna pick, and you're gonna steal mine.
Well, we can share this one. So I did an MSC cruise. I wasn't picking Virgin, but Virgin's good too. I did an MSC cruise, and MSC has a stop. What is the name of it? What's the name
Ocean
of
Cay.
Ocean Cay.
It's the MSC Marine Reserve.
Yes. So this island, oh my goodness. I can't think of a day in my travels in the past year or so that was more relaxing and nice than this day. We docked.
All related to a cruise, mind you.
Well, I'm just saying this part of it. So we hopped off the cruise. We found a beautiful palm tree with a couple comfy chairs, bar right behind us. Everything's included because we did the drink package. And then food's there, little
food trucks right there too.
Food trucks.
Buffet. Yeah.
The water is roped off in a very calm area, and it was crystal clear and beautiful and just so relaxing. And then you could walk out to the lighthouse. They have a lighthouse that lights up at night for a little show. But there's a cool little bar out there too with crab cakes, and you're extended out into the water. It was a really, really cool beach.
Well, that was my number 3, so I'm going to piggyback off that.
Okay.
Because I agree. I do think that consistently gets one of the top 3 or 4 for private islands for cruise ships. The Ocean Cay, the MSC Marine Reserve. Now, they call it that because it used to be an area where they mined for sand or something like that, and it was like desolate. It was wiped out, and so MSC came in and spent hundreds of millions of dollars pumping it back up, replanting all this foliage, putting the greenery, putting like natural animals back on the island, the rocks, everything, and restoring it to what it originally was as an island. So one of the things I think is a big benefit of the island is that it's not, whereas Perfect Day is built up with a million things to do, this is almost like a pristine, chill island that's almost like it's an untouched paradise. Yes. So they do have different beaches with different vibes and stuff. But
there's nothing commercially feeling about it.
Yeah, there's a couple little shops in the main town area. But other than that, that food truck and the bar by different areas. And there's
but then the island has little areas with different lagoons.
Coves,
Coves, where you can kind of hang out and
if you have one of the fancy rooms on the ship, they have a whole special area on the island too that's just for you. And they rent cabanas. I mean, they have all that stuff.
Yeah, but it was such a relaxing, beautiful, amazing day, and just sitting in the water, and people bring their floats and just hang out. And
one of the things I really appreciated is because I can be a little bit tense in ocean water because of animals. Is that their roping is also a netting. So fish were not able to get in.
Yeah.
And sharks were not able to get in. And jellyfish.
Yeah.
This area where we were, I think it was the same area, I mean, you're not going to get bits, stung, eaten alive or anything.
No,
it's a safe.
Yeah, it was gorgeous and calm. It was just a beautiful experience.
And then at night when you sail away, they have like a going away ceremony with drums and stuff. That's like a local Bohemian kind of a thing that they send you off. And then as you're, I almost said flying away, cruising away, like you pointed out, the lighthouse is its own LED light show that was pretty awesome. So definitely a great beach, an island, and again related to cruising.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Well, we had something in common there. You're number 2 and my number 3. Okay. So why don't we go to your number 3?
Okay, number 3. So everybody knows how much I like sandals. So in Montego Bay, Jamaica, there's Sandals Montego Bay and Sandals Royal Caribbean. Now they are next to each other, and it's a stay at 1, play at 2 type resort. So if you're at either resort, you can visit and exchange privileges for both. So there's a golf cart that shuttles back and forth. It's next door, but next door is, the beach kind of cuts in. So you need to take the cart over. Again, gorgeous water, lots to do. All of your water activities are included. You want
motorized too?
Yes.
Oh,
yes, you can water ski, you can jet ski, you can kayak. They have these anchored floats that are in the the shallower part, and you can hop up on there, and it's just like a big raft, but it's anchored in so you don't float away, and you could just lay there and chill with your drink. Also, Royal Caribbean, Royal Caribbean, there's so many Royals, I don't know which one I was saying. Royal Caribbean next door has overwater bungalows.
Wait, Royal Caribbean is a cruise line.
Yeah, but it's also Sandals Royal Caribbean.
Oh, I thought you were referring to the best way to travel.
No. Sandals Royal Caribbean's next to Sandals Montego Bay.
Okay.
And they have overwater bungalows off of their beach, which is gorgeous, and a little private island as well that has a wonderful Thai restaurant and a pool and areas that you can hang out as well. The beach there, I loved. Montego Bay has a bar called Latitudes that you walk out on a pier, and they have nets that float over the water where you can enjoy your cocktail and just hear the waves crashing against the bar. It was another gorgeous, warm, calm, turquoise blue, beautiful beach area.
And this is Jamaica.
Jamaica, and the beaches are private. So, I mean, Cancun, Punta Cana, there are wonderful, gorgeous beach areas as well. Sometimes they have a little issue with the seaweed that comes up, and the resorts take good care in cleaning it away. But I've just never seen more beautiful water than in Jamaica and Aruba.
Okay, now I have to ask, because people do ask this question, is Jamaica safe?
Oh yes, Jamaica is safe. I mean, I'm sure as if there's areas in the United States that you would not like to go in at certain times of the day or night. It's similar to that. However, with our packages and with Sandals especially, when you fly in, there's a Sandals lounge. They have your transportation ready to take you. They literally take you from your from the lounge in the airport to your resort and back. So this is a private beach area, very safe. I visited several areas around the Montego Bay area when I was there, and it was perfectly safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mentioned earlier all the cruise lines have their wonderful private islands, Amber Cove, Half Moon Key, you got Great Stirrup Key, all these different ones all over. Those all have a lot of kids. Okay, so I want to focus on the next beach on one of, I know your favorites, Tamara's favorites, and that's Virgin Voyages. They don't have a private island, but they take you to Bimini in Bahamas, and they have a private club, the Beach Club at Bimini that Virgin Voyages has. And
amazing.
It's I don't know, what is it, 20 acres maybe, and you walk in, and you get shuttled from, the shuttles from the pier, and it drops you off either at the casino,
which we stopped.
Resort World Casino. There's a stop if you're going to do an excursions into town.
Yep.
Then the other stop is at this private beach club. Okay, you get dropped off, beautiful building. You walk in this little indoor building. There's a bar, restaurants, chill. Then you walk out and you're into paradise with palm trees, the ocean, 2 pools, bars, cabanas, food, everything.
Yeah.
And a million kinds of seating, which I appreciate. Because whether you want to do more of a hammock, more of a chill bed, upright seating so you can sit and judge people, no matter what you're looking for on the beach, in the pool, or in these chill hangout areas, there is seating for you.
And everybody has access to all of it, right?
Yes, everyone on Virgin Voyages has access to this private beach club. It's included with your fare. Now, I'm sorry, I stepped on your foot. Now, there are some areas for rock stars. So if you're in the suites on the board of the ship, there's some like special areas of the club that are just for them. But everyone else, there's plenty to do. See, they have huge fire pits at the end of the night on the beach. Well manicured beach. Things to see and do. Volleyball.
Plenty of chairs.
Yeah. I'm a little bit more of a pool person because I'm a little afraid of sharks and jellyfish. But they have beautiful pools there, delicious food. It's a great day if you're looking for a beach.
Yeah.
That's the Beach Club. I mean, no
fun.
kids.
Lots of fun.
Great music, delicious food, beverages. It's all, and again, like the other ones, your Wi-Fi is going to carry over.
Yeah.
If you have any bar tab drink, all that stuff carries over. So it's a great experience, a relaxing experience. Okay?
I know it's not really the beach, but I love the inflatables.
That's everyone's favorite part, the inflatable party.
Like at 3:00 in the afternoon, all the crew comes out of this back room area just with, I floated in the avocado all day. I mean, just all flamingos, any kind of inflatable float you can think of in the pool, they just throw in there.
Yeah, like pizza slice things,
donuts.
Unicorn,
I mean,
donuts.
Super fun.
And like squirt guns.
Yeah.
There's no kids, but it's almost like adults are reliving their childhood.
Yes. Beach balls flying around. Yeah.
And not like a weird way, but it was like a fun.
Oh my gosh, it was so fun.
Fun music. People were dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good,
Yeah.
not a wild drunk fest, but like an actual fun party, I thought.
Fun, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay, so those are our top 3. But now I want to just see other ones that you want. You have more. No?
Well, what do you want from me?
Well, I was going to open up if you had any additional ones that you want to sprinkle in. Any other information about beaches that you want to share?
I mean, there's plenty of beautiful beaches, as I said. Cancun, Punta Cana. They have gorgeous water as well, gorgeous beach areas. Riviera Maya, Bavaro Beach in Punta Cana, Cap Cana in Punta Cana. And sometimes Cancun and Punta Cana can be more, I don't want to say budget friendly because you can really go high end there as well. But a lot of times we can get direct flights there out of Cleveland or Detroit. And it's just more attainable maybe for families and couples that are looking more for a budget option.
Okay.
But that's not saying that you can go all out there too. They have overwater bungalows in Cancun as well. Palafitos, I think I don't know if that's how it's pronounced. You know how good I am with that. And those can, I mean, they're not going to run you like they do Maldives money, but they're very, very nice and gorgeous, and with the floors where you can see the ocean below you. So lots of options.
What about beaches for people without passports? Since you are a domestic queen.
Okay, so Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood Beach, there's a lot of great resorts in that area. Nonstop airfare is easy to get, and you still are in paradise, but you don't have your passport. In Hawaii as well. So California, Santa Monica area, East Coast. Like I said, I work on a lot of summer houses for people that are Outer Banks, Virginia Beach, that area. Ocean City, Maryland. So there's a lot of options too if you don't quite have your passport, or maybe you want to take a drive instead of flying. Yeah, Michigan has great beaches.
Oh, I forgot about
Torch Lake, Traverse City. Yeah. Ohio has good beaches too, but if you need a little getaway, there's some that are within driving distance.
I think that's the thing we forget, is that everyone travels differently.
Right.
Everyone has different expectations and different ways that they vacation. So there's something for everyone if you're looking for a beach, or if you're traveling with someone who loves a beach and you're afraid of the beach, there's places that have a pool as well.
You hang up on the pool deck and they can frolic in the water.
Yes. So great options there. The only other thing I wanted to add, as I mentioned, all the places have their islands. The next generation that a lot of these cruise companies are now doing is creating beach clubs. Now, we talked about Virgin. It doesn't have a private island, but they have the beach club. A lot of the cruise lines are now have been working, even before Virgin started this. It's not a new concept, but have started creating these beach clubs. And the Bahamas is a big one, looking at Grand Bahama Island and looking at Nassau Port, where like right now Carnival is actively constructing their new beach club.
Oh.
Royal Caribbean has announced a new beach club. And so these are going to be ultra luxurious places to go to when you arrive in some of these ports. So if you've been to Nassau a million times, like a lot of cruises have, or Grand Bahamian Island or whatever, there's going to be an alternative where you can go spend a full day at a beach club that's included and have a lot of the amenities too. So there's going to be a lot more options out there for that part of vacations if you're cruising as well. So it's a great mixture of sightseeing, relaxing, exploring the ship, a little bit of everything on those kind of itineraries down there in the Caribbean. So
lots of options.
Lots of options. Anything else that you want to add about beaches? Life is a beach.
Beach, please. Life is a beach.
Okay. Very deep, very deep. But all this beach talk is maybe kind of want to go on a little relaxing vacation.
I know. Put your toes in the sand.
So if any of these beach trips sound good, reach out to us and we will help you get there. So turning to everyone's favorite time of the show, TGLT updates. Any interesting bookings or announcements in your niche there? Or?
No, I will say I have been looking for a honeymoon couple over New Year's.
That's a tough time.
It is, but you know what? I found, you would come back on New Year's Day, but a 5-night for 2 people in Cancun in under $5,000. So
that's hard at New Year's.
It is hard. And when I found that price, and it's a great room, great resort. When I found that price, I was pleasantly surprised. So, and when I went back to the itinerary, it actually gone down a couple $100. So I don't know if that's an airfare fluctuation or what, but if you're thinking about Christmas and New Year's time or want to celebrate the New Year's on a beach, let me know. I'm happy to look at some options and see what we can put together for you.
Speaking of New Year's,
I'm
going to throw out 2 possible New Year's Eve cruises. One is one we've talked about here, and that's on Celebrity Summit. And I'm going with that group, leading that fearless group, whatever you want to say, to be at sea at New Year's. So if you're interested in that, the September 1st, they're taking back the rooms.
Oh.
So we're on a deadline now. If you want to take advantage of the price, great prices. What is it? A 5-day cruise, and you got if you're in an ocean view, I want to say it's a little over $2,000. If you're on a balcony, a little over $3,000. So not bad. It includes drinks, Wi-Fi tips, food, all that stuff. Celebrating with me on New Year's, which is always a blast, right? You've been there, done that.
Been there.
That option. Plus, I'll say someone else has chosen. We have another group going at New Year's. It's a 4-day one, so it's shorter one. So if you look for a little bit shorter option, that'll come back on January 2nd, I believe it is. I can get you into that group. You don't have to hold hands and sing Kumbaya with these people, but you can get a good deal.
Get a good price.
Get a good price with drinks, all that kind of inclusions too. So if you're looking for New Year's Eve cruise, we have the space, at least for a couple more days on the one. Let us know and we will get booked.
And don't you think, like, once Christmas is done and you take that deep breath and it's cold out, you'd be like, I wish I would have booked that cruise.
I have to go somewhere warm there.
Yeah.
That every year. I have to get away mentally, I think.
Yeah, I think it's a good time to go. Might have a little extra cash in your hand from
I don't know
Christmas,
about that, but either an all-inclusive or a cruise, I have to go somewhere warm, sunny, that time after.
Because everyone loves the sunshine, even though it's backwards to you all. But
also TGLT news, groups, lots of group space. Our ladies living the group. Ladies living the good life, the group life. Ladies living the good life are going to Spain next year. So contact us and Tamra to reserve your spot. You're going to see a lot of things. It's going to be a great immersive experience. Exploring Spain from a female's perspective, Chrissy.
Yes.
That we've got a group going to Northern Italy next year as well. And then, of course, our group going to Germany. Towards the end of the summer. So if any of those group trips, you want to contact Tamra and get your name on those lists. Also, plenty of group cruises. We still have space on our Alaskan cruise-only trips. We got a couple different cruise itineraries that Zach the Traveling Man, our good friend, has put together. So we got some options there.
Yes.
So
lots of options.
Plenty of ways to live the good life while on vacation.
Perfect.
Well, if you don't have anything else.
I don't.
Well, we want to thank everyone That was almost like we planned that. It was kind of dramatic, overly dramatic. But we certainly want to thank everyone.
Us overly dramatic?
Speak
Never.
for yourself. We want to thank everyone for watching this week's episode of the Travel Talk Tuesday. I'm starving. Withering away, all skin and bones. Thank you so much for watching. As always, any of these trips sound good, contact us and we'll get you there. Thank you. We'll see you next week on Tuesday at this time. Okay. Thanks, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.